For this Madden Guides video breakdown, we're going to take a look at a play out of gun trips tight end that you can use to attack cover 4 quarters. The name of the play that we use for this video breakdown is called Gun Trips Tight End Z Cross. Now this particular play, as you can see, you have the inside slot receiver, which is going to be the Z receiver running a deep crossing route. Now he's going to be the receiver that most of us are going to look to throw to, but there are other options we can throw to as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the playbooks that you'll find this particular play in, which is just one playbook, which just happens to be the Seahawks. All right, let's take a look at the default pass routes for the gun trips tight end Z cross. Let's start out here on the left with Smith. Now what he runs is a deep in route, so he's going to go up about 15 yards and he breaks to the inside. Against man coverage, once he breaks, if he gets inside position, he may be open. Against zone coverage, you just got to look to see what the linebackers or any of those defenders that are dropping underneath to see how far they drop back. If they don't drop too far back, then he may end up being open where you can throw it past them over the middle. Let's work our way to the inside. Now this player here, which is going to be Cup, now he is the play's primary receiver. So he's going to go up roughly about 5 yards before breaking off to the outside there. We're not really going to look to throw to him, even though he is the play's primary receiver. Now to the inside of him, you've got Valdez. Now what he runs is a crossing route. So he's going to end up going up the field here into this area here. Now this is the receiver that most of us are going to look to throw to, and rightly so, because of this route so effective. Now against man coverage, just looking to see if he gets some separation. Against zone coverage, just kind of let him work his way across. Hopefully he'll get open at some point. All right, to the next receiver we got here, which is the tight end. Now what he runs here, as you look at it, he's supposed to run a deep out route. So he's going to go up about roughly about 15 yards before breaking towards the out. Against man coverage, another option you might be able to look to throw to. We're actually going to hot route him on a different route later in the video breakdown. And then finally, we've got in the backfield, we've got Walker. Now he runs a delayed swing route out here towards the right. It could be an option as well as a check down, just in case nobody else is open. So those are the pass routes as far as for the gun trips tight end Z cross, as far as being the default pass routes. All right, as far as running this particular play, the gun trips tight end Z cross, we're going to run this against the 3-3-5 penny cover 4 quarters. Now what we're going to do is make 2 hot route adjustments. Let's go ahead and take a look at those hot route adjustments as you look at it. Now the first one is we're actually going to hot route the tight end on a streak, such as you see on your screen. And then the next thing we want to do is hot route the running back on an angle route, or Texas route in this case. We'll call it a Texas route. But anyway, that's what you like to do. And once the ball is snapped, you're just going to look to see who's open. In this case, it's going to be the B receiver as he comes across on that crossing route. All right, from a top-down view, we can get a better idea of how this play works as far as the X's and O's of the play. Now, first thing I want to point out is the tight end. This is the one that we had hot routed earlier on his streak. And because of this streak route, what this is going to do, this is going to draw some coverages away from the crossing route as you watch as we go through the video. So these two guys right here, which are going to be the strong safety here, and his cornerback, which is going to be the left cornerback, both these guys are dropping back in zone coverage. You got him dropping back in this quarter. You got him dropping back in this quarter. Now, what's going to happen with this guy going up the field, as you watch here, as I show it to you, he's going to go up the field in that area there. And then this is going to draw those guys away. And they're going to both go over here to try to cover him. As you look at, both these two will try to cover him. Now, what that's going to do, as this guy's coming across on this crossing route, it's going to allow him to get open. Now, as you watch the video here in the instant replay, you're going to see that one of those defenders are actually going to peel off at the last second to try to cover him, but they're going to be too late. Now, the other thing I want to point out here is this route here that's being ran by the running back, the one that we hot routed on the angle route. Now, I realize not everybody's going to be able to hot route a receiver on an angle route, but if you have that ability, or the Texas route, whatever you want to call it, when he comes in over in this area here, that's going to give you another option to throw to. So that's the reason we do that. Now, if you don't have that option, you can always hot route them on a swing route, maybe on a, maybe even on a wheel route out to the outside, just to give yourself somebody to throw to. But I would definitely recommend hot route him on a Texas route if you can. So that's really it as far as with this. That's the reason we do those 2 hot routes, and it's going to give you some options to throw to. So let's go ahead and run through this and look at it through instant replay. And as you watch right here, as you look, I'm going to zoom in here right here because I want you guys to look at this right here. Now, this is kind of important. See how those two guys are dropping back here to cover that streak that's being ran by the tight end? You can see right here and right here. So what that's going to do, again, as you see that, that's going to free up this guy as he's coming across right there. So if we go back and zoom in again, you can see now that that receiver's open. The one that I pointed out earlier with the crossing route. Now, this guy right here is starting to peel off at this point, but he's going to be too late. Now, if the ball would have been thrown a little more accurately, I wouldn't have had to go up there and try to jump and make that catch. But regardless, we still pick up a nice gain. So that's the reason that we do the hot routes. Now, one other thing I did want to point out to you, we talked about that angle route or the Texas route being ran by the running back. You can see right there, this would have gave me another option. So say they blitz or something like that, and I don't think I got enough time to make that throw, or the pass rush is coming down on me pretty quick, then I would just go ahead and dump it off to this guy here rather than waiting. And the last read I want to talk about here as far as with this is this guy coming across on that deep end route. It could be open, might be an option as well, just depending on if you can get that inside position. So that's really it in a nutshell with this particular play called the Gun Trips Tight End Z-Cross. Really just looking for those three receivers for the most part, at least with the hot route adjustments that I made, and certainly a play worth taking a look at here in Madden NFL 26.
Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment for more Madden guides, strategy, and tips content. See you in the next video.